is impregnated with flavor.
Drama.
I just can't believe it's not cornmeal porridge.
Verdict.
You both be going home.
Your favorite chefs from across the Caribbean summoned to go head-to-head, pot to pot, meal to meal. Watch us as they plead their case weekly to be appointed the Maggi Food Court Caribbean champion and take home the $10,000 award. This is Maggi Food Court Caribbean.
All rise. Maggi Food Court is now in session. Presided over by Judge Geronimo.
Welcome to Maggi Food Court Kitchen. This is the battle of roast or bake. Already, 3 chefs have advanced to the semi-final round. Who will join them as they get even closer to the $10,000 grand cash prize? Or who will be going home? This is Maggi Food Court Caribbean.
Today's Maggi Food Court Challenge is baking and roasting, as 4 chefs enter the knockout round. Chef Leighton Meeks and Chef Bernard Long will face off in round 1. Chef Ricardo Hepkins and Chef Edison Saunders will face off in round 2. The winners of rounds 1 and 2 will face off each other in a final showdown in round 3. Only one chef will advance to the semi-finals. This week's jury members are food enthusiast and critique Okino Petrie, Natasha DeBorg, a well-traveled chef who has worked with celebrities and dignitaries, one of the region's most prominent executive chefs, Brian Lumley. Let's take a look at Chef Leighton Meeks' file.
My name is Leighton Meeks. They call me Chef Earl. Self-employed chef. Cooking wasn't really my first choice. It was a little more of a hobby. When I gradually started getting older, started loving the kitchen more and more and more, and then I got the exposure while being overseas.
He spoils me with cooking and he serves me fancy food like I'm in the restaurant.
We have so much to offer in a wide variety of flavors. Our food is on top. No matter where you go in the world, it's on top.
There's something about Leighton when he cook. He brings joy in him, so I know he can win.
Chef, you have been summoned to Maggi Food Court Caribbean. See you.
All right. So I go on. This is Chef Earl, and I'm coming. I'm coming with a bang, not a push. And I'm here to take over, so watch myself. Cause me there, boom.
Let's take a look at Chef Bernard Long's file.
Hi, I'm Chef Bernard, 56 years old, in the beautiful Drew Manor, Santa Cruz in Trinidad. Now living in Trinidad for the last 25 years. They call me a Treewee. I left school at the tender age of 15 to become an apprentice chef. Here I am 40 years later. Being a chef for 40 years plus, it's most chefs are probably in their 70s by this stage of their career.
When I met Bernard, he was a chef at the same place that I was working at. And immediately I loved his food from then, and ever since we've been hanging out, he would always cook for me. His food is always amazing.
We have a melting pot of different cuisines in Trinidad, which I like.
Chef, you have been summoned to Maggi Food Court.
I'm doing an interview.
See you in court.
I'll be there. Watch out, I'm coming.
Chefs, welcome to Maggi Food Court. Today, it's the battle of roast or bake. Chef Leighton, welcome.
When I saw the cameras, I was a bit nervous, but then I took myself back, took a little breather and said, all right, what can go wrong? Nothing.
Chef Bernard, welcome.
Oh, the first challenge, I'm feeling pretty good. Excited, really excited. Anxious at the same time.
You both will have 45 minutes in which to prepare your dishes for presentation to the jurors. You will have full access to fridge and pantry. You will be judged based on presentation, creativity, and taste. Chefs, your time begins now.
I pat the fish dry first and foremost, then olive oil, and then I made a sweet spice rub consists of my secret ingredients, which I tend not to say, but it was pretty awesome. And then for the cabbage, for the most part, it was just basically butter in a pot with a little olive oil and just saute for like a minute.
I got a whole chicken, debone that.
So then he's going to serve us 3 whole chicken, or he is going to present a whole chicken that we are. He's creating mixed parts, see?
No, the chicken is still whole. He's taking the bones out of the chicken. It's like I leave you whole and I take your bones.
I went with that method with the whole chicken to push myself. I wanted to challenge myself. Made a stuffing with the shrimp and crab and spinach, rolled it, put it in the oven to roast.
Wow, chefs. My gosh. Lots of action in this kitchen today. Chef Leighton.
Yes, sir.
What are you making?
Today we're doing a oven roast snapper fillet.
Oven roasted snapper fillet. Okay. Chef Bernard, I realize you're at it. It's a battle for you.
Battle.
All right. So what are you making? Tell me.
A shrimp and crab chicken roulade.
Ooh la la. That sounds like you have pulled out all the stops. So there's spinach and shrimp inside.
And crab.
Oh, very, very nice. All right. So I won't bother you anymore. I'll just leave you to it.
The Maggi products I used was the crab seasoning, which I bought from Trinidad. We have that in Trinidad. Excellent seasoning. I used the Maggi cock seasoning to season the chicken. The Maggi curry powder, the Maggi all-purpose seasoning to put in my basmati rice, and the Maggi coconut milk and coconut milk powder.
I chose the fish seasoning. It has a nice blend, great flavor, and it's pretty much just easy on the palate.
The kitchen is getting hotter. The jurors will take an ingredient and the chefs cannot object. Their challenge now is to complete their dish without this ingredient.
All right, Brian, so you went in. What did we take this time?
So from Bernard we took his sweet potatoes, and from Leighton we took his Irish potatoes, and it looked like good timing because they're just about to put on their starches.
Oh boy, when they took away my sweet potato, I was just like, that was half the dish. That was going to complement the chicken roulade because the flavors from that was going to come out. So I did rice instead.
When my starches was taken away, I was like, all right, what next can I do? And I said, all right to myself, all right, everybody's doing meat, starch, let's do a pescatarian. So that's what brought the concept of me using vegetable only.
Defendants, you have 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes.
When I was told 5 minutes remaining, I was on pace for 5 and I slowed down. You done finished? Get some drinks.
Where's the water? Where's the water?
Oh, water. Oh, for me? For you?
Yeah, where's the water?
Oh, not for me, I'm talking about a...
Oh, you need that drink for yourself?
Yeah, red stripe or something.
Chef, the best I can is sparkling wine.
Cheers. Trying to throw me off what?
No. I just love to have fun in the kitchen, that's just me.
I hope the judges saw that.
Defendants, your time is up.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from the counter. Thank you. Step away, chefs. What a battle it has been here in Maggi Food Court. Oh, it's hot. It has been hot and intense, probably the most intense battle we've had. However, it's time to present our dishes to the jurors for a judgment.
So Chef Leighton, tell us about your dish.
Well, here we have a buttered cabbage with a over-roasted snapper fillet, with some sauteed zucchini and cherry tomatoes. Finished with a coconut sauce.
Thank you so much.
Find these and other recipes at NestleRecipesCaribbean.com.
So I think the flavor is really good.
I think it's a bit simplistic. I didn't really see any skill with the fish.
So Bernard, lots of sweat, and I saw you running and pacing in the kitchen. So
I like to run.
tell us about your dish.
All right. What I've prepared for you today is shrimp, crab, spinach chicken roulade, atop of basmati fragrant rice.
All right, Chef Bernard, thank you.
Beautiful technique. To get a chicken roulade cooked perfectly, it's not something simple to do.
I just had about 3 bites, but it's a little bit underwhelming for me.
I have to agree with you, the chicken is bland, but I think we have to make a decision.
Thank you, Drew.
Chefs, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Chef Bernard, Chef Leighton, the jury has reached a verdict. After much deliberation, the judges thought that one chef mastered the technique, the other mastered the flavor. The chef who will be moving on is Chef Leighton. Congratulations, Chef. Very well played, Chef Bernard.
I was happy for him. I see he finished before me. I struggled towards the end. He deserved to win. It was a good round.
Watch out. I have spark and I have spunk. So be ready. I'll be waiting.
Chefs, welcome to segment 2 of Battle Roast or Bake, right here in Maggi Food Court Kitchen. Chef Edison, welcome, sir. Chef Ricardo, welcome.
Let's take a look at Chef Edison Saunders' file.
I'm originally from St. Vincent and Grenadine, born there. Grew up here in Barbados. Came here when I was a little child, 1.5 years to be exact. So I'm typically mostly fancy Bajan, or some people say they'll call me full Bajan. I would say I introduced myself to cooking because I never thought I would be a chef today. My main thing that I was mostly interested in was, in the whole military vibe in terms of cadetting, and I was actually a cadet and also a past soldier. So, that was my main number one love coming out as a youth. Also, I had no either thinking or interest in cooking. My dad was a chef, my mom also a chef. So I guess it's something that was just naturally, hidden in me until I actually tried my hand on it to actually, hey, I actually got cooking skills and talent. So,
Chef, you have been summoned to Maggi Food Court, Caribbean. See you in court.
Whoa, really? CLS, Jamaica, Chef Eddie coming.
Let's take a look at Chef Ricardo Hepkins' file.
My name is Ricardo Hepkins. I'm 25 years old. We're currently at the Broken Plate. In high school, I started doing food and nutrition. So that's where most of the girls were. You wanted to be where the girls were. And I got involved. I loved it. I excelled in class. And 10 years after, I'm here now.
What I love about Ricardo's cooking is his ability to adapt. Whatever we throw at him, he's able to adapt. He's able to make it a better or more unique dish.
Somebody can be in a field for 20 years, but they lack passion. Ricardo is not doing this for money.
I am working towards showcasing my talent and establishing myself as a well-pronounced chef. And
Chef, you have been summoned to Maggi Food Court, Caribbean. See you in court.
This is a bit hostile, but my fellow competitors, it's either the A game or the end game because I am coming to take it all.
All right, in this segment, you have 45 minutes in which to prep and prepare your dishes for presentation to my jury. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, chefs. So, your time begins now.
I approached my challenge with confidence. Believe that I was able to execute it as planned.
I'm confident enough and I'm looking forward to it.
Regardless of what decision is final, you're always a winner when you get this far in terms of being able to support your country and be able to showcase your talent and knowledge as a chef.
All right, chefs. My God, in here smells nice. Is that sun-dried tomatoes?
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
So what are you roasting today?
I'm roasting a salmon. So I'm making a roasted stuffed salmon.
A roasted stuffed salmon.
With a broccoli puree.
Broccoli puree.
Yeah, and fondant potatoes.
Okay, nice. Sounds good. Chef Edison, I see you pouring some sauce here into the pot. What are you making? What are you roasting today?
I'm roasting breadfruit and roast pork.
Roast breadfruit?
Roast breadfruit hash.
Ooh, a hash with roasted breadfruit and what?
Roast pork.
Roasted pork. Nice, nice. You guys seem to be very, very busy. The heat of battle is on here in Maggi Food Court. Chef Edison and Chef Ricardo is here. All right, I'll leave them alone.
I roasted the broccoli with the onions, garlic, thyme, scallion, and a little bit of celery.
I basically parboiled breadfruit, cut in small half-inch cubes, and sauteed it with some olive oil and fresh herbs and onion and bell peppers.
I made fondant potatoes, which is really peeling the potatoes, slicing them 1.5 inch thick, and searing both sides. And the salmon, I really just pan-seared the top and spread the stuffing on top, and then put it in the oven to finish roasting.
The kitchen is getting hotter. The jurors will take an ingredient and the chefs cannot object. Their challenge now is to complete their dish without this ingredient.
It was a little concern, but I quickly think of another alternative.
It was a main ingredient for the roasted vegetables because it would have bring variety to the roasted puree.
Natasha,
Yes, sir.
you robbed them again.
I see it's 2 ingredients that they were about to use.
Yeah.
But I think, Natasha, maybe you brought us some snacks because it's a whole while now we're waiting on this to get finished. So.
It's really good, you know?
That's a big improvement from the flour that you ate.
Yeah, I'm 100% rabbit now.
Defendants, you have 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes.
Time waits on no one.
Defendants, your time is up.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The final round of battle, bake or roast is over. So now our chefs will present their dishes to the jury.
So, Chef Edison, tell us about your dish.
My dish today is basically a roast meal. It consists of a breadfruit hash and roast pork, and also a char, roast vegetables, and a homemade barbecue glaze to go with it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good effort.
All right.
All right, so let's begin. I'm tasting the sauce and I'm getting a lot of ketchup. It feels like just ketchup. And that's one of the things that I see ketchup as a condiment, something I must add.
Can I tell you though, this is probably one of the best tasting carrots I've ever had.
Yeah?
I wish the pork had got the caramelization as the carrots.
Correct. Correct.
It's not your grandma's breadfruit, but I think it's cooked perfectly and it's seasoned.
Yeah. So Chef Ricardo, tell us about your dish.
What I have here today is a roasted broccoli puree, and a fondant potatoes with a pot roasted salmon with a spinach and sun-dried tomato stuffing on top.
Thank you.
No problem.
Wow. I really love the cream cheese and the sun-dried tomato stuffing on top. I think it balances really well together, holistically with the dish.
For me, I always say, you know, I'm easy to please. Just give me good food.
Yeah.
You know, just everything in combination, executed flawlessly. It's easy. At the end of the day, it's what it all ties in together. You know, technique, presentation, flavor, creativity. Who has the edge? I think we made a decision.
Yes. Billy?
Thank you, George.
Chefs, Chef Edison, Chef Ricardo. One chef's creation struck gold with the jurors. The perfect balance of flavor, creativity, and technique. The chef that will be moving on to the next segment of Maggi Food Court is Chef Ricardo. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chef.
At the end of the day, that's the judge's decision. I believe that it should have been there in the next round, but however, that's beyond my control.
Chef Ricardo, welcome. Chef Leighton, welcome. All right, so you have 30 minutes to create the best dish using these 3 ingredients that every Caribbean household has in their cupboards. You have milk, baking powder, and brown sugar. Everything rides on this challenge. Chefs, your time begins now.
When I saw the ingredients, I was thinking, all right, you got this, you know. You used to brunch every day, you used to desserts. Do something fancy, do something creative, but simple.
Wow, the challenge was a mystery. The challenge was a mystery.
I started making the beignet. I realized that my sauce was too thin.
Chef, what kind of big boss that you use? I want him bang with our bigot.
Same thing we had, but only dessert.
There wasn't any measurement, so I just went free-handed. I had to peel, crush, add flour, add sugar, add milk. For the compote, diced pineapples, diced apples, diced mangoes with some sugar.
Anything else but baking?
No, sir, they mash up with that one, but don't worry.
Well,
we have this.
You better have it. I'm afraid I'm gonna make this donut and it's gonna be way too dense. So let's make a pancake instead. Pancake started burning. I tried small, it burnt. I tried big, it burnt. I tried bigger, it burnt. This isn't happening, this isn't happening, this isn't happening. This is it. I'm going home, call it quits. But then I remembered that it doesn't matter where you are, just do something. And I was like, okay, let's try this again. What I did was I put it in the pan, I did it on both sides, and then I took it out, oven. So the oven would, you know, cook it through. I made a mango compote, and I made a chocolate sauce.
Defendants, your time is up.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from the table, chefs. Step away. That is the end of the final segment in the knockout rounds. So get ready to present your brilliant culinary creations to the jurors.
So Chef Leighton, second time around, tell me about the dessert.
Well, I don't know where to start. But
so do I.
Listen, I can be honest. When I went there and they showed me the ingredients, boy, my wine went go blank. I'm saying, yeah, what? Do the best thing. Grandma's favorite, banana fritters. With a mixed fruit compote with a little bit of alcohol.
Mixed fruit compote. All right, nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef.
Bon appetit.
Yeah.
It's a bit less than we expected. However, in the short space of time that he had to do what he had to do, I can understand the challenge and under pressure.
Second time around, Ricardo. So what is your dish?
What I have today is a chocolate pancake with a paprika chocolate syrup and a mango compote.
All right, so we're looking forward to trying it, so thank you.
All right, no problem.
Presentation is very nice. The creativity is in it. He really thought about the dish, even though he had a limited time, and that put, you know, some kind of creative spin on it for me to be intrigued by the chocolate and the mango.
I love that he thinks outside the box. He still has a creative mind in elevating his dish into the next level.
Absolutely.
But guys, I think we have to come to a decision, and I think the decision is made.
I think so.
Thank you, Jules.
Chefs, the verdict is in. You both played it very safe. In the end, the decision came down to the chef who was able to bounce back from his setbacks and present a dish that was more creative. The chef who will be moving on to the semi-final round is Chef Ricardo. Congratulations, Chef. Very well played, Chef Leighton.
Come in out.
I honestly didn't even have faith in myself.
Holy pack and real suit. A young youth, my low bed. Can have any soldier. I won, you know. It's a victory for me. Just seeing Ricardo going through, it's a joy for me.
Never give up. No matter where you are in life, always push through, always make a step, because the only way you know if you're gonna succeed is if you try. Never know what will happen.
Next on Maggi Food Court Caribbean. The Maggi Food Court Caribbean Semi-Finals 1. 2 of the chefs who won their first round case file will go meal to meal in this episode. But only one will move a step closer to being awarded the $10,000. Is it Chef Simone Edwin from Trinidad and Tobago who won the braising trial? Or Chef Rishi Ramtar, also from Trinidad and Tobago, who won the grilling trial? Next on Maggi Food Court Caribbean.